Well, after that great conversation coming through in the health front, let's talk about what's up next. Because I think with the long weekend, which is come and gone, you may still have some of those leftover braai pieces, maybe some chicken sitting in the fridge or some of that good meat. So let's not let it go to waste. And we've got the perfect winter warmer just for you. It's a creamy chicken and corn soup that's easy, it's comforting, and it's absolutely full of flavor. And here's the twist. Instead of using cream, we're going to be turning it to a pantry favorite of ours. It's Ellis Brown. Now, it's known for making a great cup of tea or coffee, but in today's recipe, we're going to show you how it can be so much more and put it into some good food. And G-Man's going to be helping me with this one.
Do you know, I just had a flash from the past. You talk about this being a family staple or favorite. I'm sure Ellis Brown used to have like an animated Jaguar or
it's like the
was the dude, and he was in like this proper coat, just the coolest character. I remember that. Thinking, like, I can't wait to grow up so I can have that. Now everybody can have it. I love this idea. Not a lot of leftover braai meat, I will admit.
Oh yeah.
On the weekend. Game Rangers were getting braai meat wherever we went.
Nice, man.
And then it dawns on you like I'm holding a chop in the middle of the bush. This could not be
This is
worse for me.
This is like bait for the wild.
But dude, this has got all the wintry vibes. Comfort food. It looks absolutely amazing. What do you need?
Yes, bro. So what you've got in the pot there already is some sautéed onions, some leeks, and some chives in there, so you can get the sautéing on while we talk about the rest of the ingredients that are going into there. So
looking good.
Really, really cool. We've got chicken stock.
Okay.
We're also going to be using some of this, the Ellis Brown, which you spoke about, and we're going to use about a half a cup. And this is such a hack to add some of that creaminess, get everything kind of connected together. And I'm going to just pop this your way, G-Man, if you can assist me. And I'm telling you, this is something that I didn't know we could use in food this amazingly.
It's so clever, dude.
Man, it works. So you've got stock that can go in
Can I put the stock then?
Yeah, I'd put the stock in first to the wet so it can combine. And I want to talk to you, Mzansi, because obviously with Ellis Brown, it is a trusted South African brand. Obviously, G was talking about some of his nostalgic memories, but it's bringing quality and versatility to your meals. It's obviously great for thickening soups, sauces, and gravies. And it doesn't stop there because it also adds a rich sort of velvety texture and that creaminess we were speaking about to both savory and sweet dishes. So this is something that might spark your creativity. It's a budget-friendly alternative to milk or cream, something that lasts forever. So I think creativity is what's going to be pulled out of making this.
And it dissolves beautifully as well. I was so worried. I was thinking maybe I must pre-mix or whatever, but it doesn't clump. It works in beautifully. You can see the texture, the whole look and feel changes immediately.
Absolutely, man. So G, you kind of got to stir that up, get some heat on it for quite a bit. There's also some soup powder in here, and this is something you can grab from anywhere. Everybody has a bit of this, but just adding some extra flavor to it. And you don't need to add anything other than flavor, really, because like we mentioned, the creaminess, the body of this is really coming through from Ellis Brown, and that's where the hack comes through in this recipe. And essentially, you want to cream that up quite a bit. When you're starting to look good, we can add some more of these chopped chives to it just to give it some more texture. And then we pretty much got the base of the soup sorted, but we promised chicken and corn.
I almost feel like getting the flu, so I can be sitting in bed.
So you can
and
enjoy
my gorgeous wife can come to me with some of my favorite comfort food, which I think this is going to become.
But bro, I think no matter what you are feeling, this is going to give you that comfort factor. Whether your health is on a high or whether it's low, serve this up. I think it's something special when you grip it in the bowl and it warms your entire body up.
Oh, completely. Look, a lot of people hugging their cups of coffee, their hot chocolates. Now, I don't traditionally have a sweet tooth. I try and kind of avoid, but I've just started loving that. A good, creamy, thick cup of chocolate. You can even melt the chocolate and then add your Ellis Brown. And
I didn't think about that.
Next level. Throw a couple of those little mini marshmallows in.
Well, for me, that's something I look forward to when it comes to like the surf season. And in Cape Town, in Muizenberg, winter is where the offshore wind starts. Winter's where the surf happens, but the water is icy cold.
The flask.
You get the flask, and then you come out afterwards and you are literally almost shaking, but you need something warm. And I'm thinking, warm, creamy goodness in a flask or something. Winter's going to be so good, actually. I'm looking forward to it. All right, so we talk about the soup, though. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Gee, you literally are creating perfection over there. All we're going to do afterwards, right, is once that starts to thicken up, we've got the corn that we promised, and this you can grab from a can, or maybe you got some leftovers from your salad from the long weekend. And then G-Man didn't have any leftovers, so we went to my fridge for the chicken, and we just add some of that leftover chicken in. Again, obviously, if it's coming from the braai, if it is leftovers, it's got the flavor in already. You don't have to worry about much.
I did. We ran out of time because we spent like 5 hours viewing game. We saw a leopard, so you must know.
Did you?
It's just, it was amazing,
awesome.
dude. Kudos to the Pilanesberg and the Rangers.
What
They're
else
just
did you see,
absolutely
bro?
amazing. We didn't see lions, but I've seen lions so much. I
Yeah.
feel like I've been blessed. But we saw families of elephants, families of warthogs, families of rhinos, families of giraffes. It was
Oh
like
my
we were
gosh.
watching like a live animal soap opera.
Amazing.
A bull charged cars. It just got crazy, man. But it was so beautiful, man. It was a lesson in wild spaces and how important it is to keep them wild. And I also turned the corner with brine chicken, bro. I brine chicken almost every night, and I nailed it, dude. But I absolutely love the flavor profile of a brine chicken or something that's got a bit more smoke on it. I think it
smokiness,
just
it's a
works.
South African
Am I popping it
delicacy.
in before
Yeah,
I just get ahead of myself?
you can pop that all in, man. And again, you guys can make this chunky.
Wow.
You can shred it up. You can make slithers of chicken. However you like it, it's your soup. Make the most of it. What you don't need to worry about is anything because the creaminess is there, the goodness is there, and you can just add in your own good stuff.
So how do you know the difference between a slither and a piece and a chunk of chicken?
So a slither is very, very a straight cut, right? It doesn't have anything rustic about
And it's
it.
not shredded. It's not a shred.
We'll talk about a masterclass on how to work chicken. Maybe in our next culinary conundrum. You can
Oh,
shred
that's
it, you can slice it, you
beautiful.
can dice it. You can do many things with it. Maybe we'll talk more about it. But what you can do today is just add it to your soup. It's a creamy one at that. We've got corn in there, maybe some salt and pepper to finish it off to your liking. If you want a bit of like spiciness to it, you can add some chili powder to it as well. And
Just
maybe,
say it, bro. You
Maybe
can-
even for you, G-Man, some coriander.
Some coriander. Actually, you know what I'm thinking? If you like that flavor profile, a bit of a herbaceousness and a bit of a fresh herb introduced could actually work quite well because
It
it
could.
is quite when you talk about the comfort food, it's quite dense and it's rich in that sense, what you want. But a bit of herbaceous, the pop of the spring onion, I think it's going to work, dude. So
It's a
go
winner.
and have your coriander if you want it.
Yeah, and
Okay.
of course, you want something comforting, you want something creamy. We've got chicken and corn soup recipe on the list on expressoshow.com. It's waiting for you. And what are you waiting for? The leftovers from your Brian this long weekend could not go to a better cause. Chicken and corn soup. The creaminess is there, comforting and delicious. And hey, here's a reminder. Ellis Brown is so much more than just a creamer for your coffee and tea. Like we just found out now in this recipe. I think it's the perfect way to add creamy, delicious richness to your favorite recipes. And whether you're baking, cooking, or just creating something special in the kitchen, Ellis Brown gives you so much more. And I think on Mzansi, we're going to give you so much more when it comes to your Espresso Show because there's still the Metro Awards that we're talking about, hyping you up into the weekend. But it's a Health Tuesday, so maybe we can give you some tips when it comes to heartburn.
Yeah, after a weekend like this, yes, the heartburn is it is strong.
the brine.
Okay, I can feel my indulgence, and it's okay because help is at hand. We'll give you some absolutely pearl advice on the other side of this. Actually, I
got
need
you.
to have a taste here.
It's good, eh?
All you can